Today I'm going to do a position review from a video that someone has sent in to me. So let's get started. My name is Kelland-May, and I like to help people with their riding and with their horses. If you'd like to have your own position review done, please send me an email. thistleridge@hotmail.com. This video is sent in from a riding lesson, and if you're going to send in a video or pictures from a riding lesson, please have permission from your coach so that I can do a review of the riding position that you sent in. This horse is going around, looks like a lesson type situation with the horse is very steady. Generally speaking, this rider looks like they're doing all the correct things. Thank you so much for sending in this video, but let's get into some specifics. The first thing that I noticed when I watched it the first time through, one was how lovely and steady this horse is, really nice. Love the way that you look up straight. But one thing I did notice that's kind of stood out for me is the way your leg is swinging when you're cantering. And that's what I'm going to focus on. That's the rider's leg, swinging back and forth. There you can see the girth. There you can't. Let's watch that again. The rider's leg is swinging. What causes a swinging lower leg? I've got lots of videos there that you can look at to see how to fix that swinging leg. The main reason why your leg is swinging is because the weight is in your knee. And if we watch, you can see that your knee, which is right here, is acting like a pivot. And when your leg and you're pinching with your knee like this, it means all the weight is coming into your knee, so there's no weight coming down into your heel. Pinching with your knee, so the weight is not coming into your heel. So to help you with that, let's get right to the point. What are some exercises that you can do to stop your lower leg from swinging? Number one thing that you can do is ride in your 2-point over poles and keep that lower leg down and around the horse so that weight comes down into your heels. Keeping the weight down into your heels will help you keep your lower leg still. Now let's look at the position. Because you're gripping with your knee, it acts like a pivot point. So your upper body goes forward, your lower leg goes back. What we'd like to see is your upper body staying slightly in front of the vertical rather than leaning down on the horse's neck. This is the seat of your saddle here. So rather than having your shoulders here, let's just have your shoulders slightly in front of the vertical. If that's vertical, they're slightly in front of the vertical with your arms here, there. I really love this. You've got a beautiful release. There's no interfering with your horse, but with your shoulders slightly in front of the vertical, seat closer to the saddle, you have a better knee, ankle bend as well, and that'll help get the weight down into your stirrups. If you have your shoulders slightly in front of the vertical with your seat closer to the saddle, you can stay with your horse instead of being ahead of your horse. Also, if you're sitting up a little bit more, that'll help get the weight down into your stirrups rather than pivoting and pinching with your knee. You get a wrong lead here, but that doesn't matter. You trot and you pick it up again. That's good. Nice steady canter coming through here. Again, what draws my eye is your lower leg. And here's a prime example of what happens if you pinch with your leg and you get ahead of the horse. You can see here that the rider is pinching with the knee, is well ahead of the horse. She's looking up, but what happens? The horse chips in a little stride, and you can really see how far ahead and how pinchy this rider is with her knees. This is a very good example of the rider being ahead of the horse and pinching with her knees. If she were to sit up straighter, seat closer to the saddle instead of being over the pommel of the saddle, so you would be in a better position over top of the jump. This is not a safe position when you're over top of the jump. At this point in the jump, we'd like to see your shoulders here, seat closer to the saddle, arms, lovely release like she has here with the weight down there. At this point in the stride, and also remember that this is just a snapshot, and these are just like, I can stop the video to get these pictures. You can see right here, the rider's foot is up by the horse's shoulder, where the rider's foot should be is underneath her seat in the saddle. I mean, to me, this is a good position, except for her feet are strung out in front of her. Keep your lower leg underneath you by sitting over top of the horse. And now, because she's pinching with her knees, the lower leg will swing back. And there you can see that the rider's swinging. And I'm focusing on the rider's lower leg because the lower leg is the foundation for your riding position. If your lower leg isn't secure, then the rest of your position is not going to be secure. When she's going over the jump, you can really see that she's pivoting on her knee and leaning forward onto the horse's neck. She's not interfering with the horse, but not stable at all. When she leans forward, your lower leg swings back. So let's watch it as she goes over the jump. She's pivoting, her lower leg goes back. When she's leaning forward, her upper body goes forward, her lower leg goes back. Let's watch that one more time. As she's going over the jump, her lower leg should stay still. Here's an easy exercise you can do. If you have the opportunity, when you are riding, if you have practice rides, or ask your trainer, while you're at a halt, go in your 2-point or jumping type position, drop your reins, pick your reins back up again. While you're at a halt, in your jumping position, put your hands out at your sides to make sure that you can balance at the halt. Then do halt walk. Balance in your 2-point position without your reins. And then at the walk, balance in your 2-point position at the walk. And then at the trot, balance in your 2-point position at the trot, in your 2-point position, 2-point position over poles at the trot, and gradually develop your balance. Because right now you are holding yourself in that position by pinching with your knees, and you should be balancing in that position by allowing the weight to come down and around the horse and secure yourself with your heels down. Thank you so much for sending in this video. If you'd like to have your position review done, please send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. I love helping people with their riding position. I can give you a few tips like what you saw today, or even develop a program for you so you can improve your riding on your own. Please send me an email, thistleridge@hotmail.com. Thanks now. Bye.